Welcome to Cage Match 39. So I figured I'd have Bad Bunny versus Bad News Brown today. So here we go. Thought this would be fun. This is the newer Bad Bunny, the downloadable content Bad Bunny that they added like late in 23. And against Bad News Brown, I figured guys with bad in their name, I'd have a cage match. So if you know who Bad News Brown is, he was a bad guy in I think in the 80s, and I think Wade Barrett kind of true. He goes, I used to go. I got some bad news. He kind of was like that was kind of like a takeoff on Bad News Brown back then. I guess it was like a tribute to him. Because Wade Barrett used to go, I got some bad news. So this is the original Bad News Brown here, and he famously kind of won the Battle Royal at WrestleMania 4 with Bret Hart, and then turned on him. Hit him with his famous finisher was the Ghetto Blaster, he called it. And if you watch WrestleMania 4, the first match is the Battle Royal, and they're like co-winners for a second, Bret Hart and Bad News. Then Bad News hits him suddenly, so it was like a trophy that got smashed and stuff. But yeah, go back and watch it on Peacock. But he was always a bad guy in WWF. Trying to think what feuds he had against he had a feud against Roddy Piper. He had a feud. I'm trying to think who else he had feuded with. I forget, but I think he fought Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 6, and then trying to remember who else he feuded with. But he played the bad guy role very good. He was Bad News Brown, one of the I think he actually was supposed to be an LJN figure, and the series ended. They shut the series down unexpectedly before he could be made. He was supposed to be, because he was actually on the back of the cards for the next series that never got made, with Demolition Smash and the Bushwhackers and Brother Love. And he was actually, he would have been an LJN figure had it lasted one more series. I guess the 1990 series that never got made, because they apparently had plans, because they were on the back of the 89 series that they were coming. And it's a shame that line got shut down, because it was a good line of wrestling figures and didn't last long enough. But those are really valuable now too. If you have any LJN figures, they're worth a lot of money. But yeah, he was on the backs of the 89 figures to be in the 90 series, and that never got made. So I wonder if there's a few Bad News Brown LJN figures around that they made a few just in getting ready to mass produce them, and somebody has a Bad News Brown figure somewhere for the LJN series. But he never that was too bad when they shut that line down. The Hasbro figures were I liked them, but they weren't as good. Oh, nice. See if Bad Bunny gets he beats Bad News Brown. Nope, not quite. But I put this in the LJN ring because I thought of the Bad News Brown LJN figure that almost got made. As it says, man, it's millions of people around the world who have a demolition axe and no smash, and a warlord and no barbarian half tag teams, because they broke it up in the middle of the line. They must have thought they were going to make another line to release they released Demolition Axe. They must have thought they were going to release Smash at some point. Didn't they? I think it must have happened suddenly, because they must have been pretty confident that they would be able to release Smash when they released Axe. But so they must have been. I'm guessing they were caught off guard that Smash never got made. Then the Bad News Brown was supposed to be in that series too. But I wonder if the Rockers were probably going to get made one day too. That was a shame. That I always thought the Rockers would have been cool to go with the Killer Bees and the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs in that. So, Bad Bunny beats Bad News Brown. All right. I will see you at the next cage match.